This is Baruch Fleischman. I'm back from my trip there to Israel. And I think probably people who know me know I'm very Zionistic. I love the land. There's big problems there. The solution to the problems is not from the outside. You can't go up on top of the Temple Mount and kick the Arabs out. The only way that this could be done is from the bottom. Mashiach will come from the bottom. It'll come from below everything and lift it up. Because the stuff that's on the top is really all what we call chitzonius. It's outside. The real panemius starts from the bottom. Now here we have a picture of the, which was really produced from a sefer from the Ramchal, Ramchal Model. And it's called like this. It's called the Elon HaKodesh, the holy tree. And it purports really to show us different combinations of how the spheros work together and look. I'm not here to really try to explain this, but what we want to say is that if we start at the top, which is called the Resha de lo Isyada, the unknowable top, head, then we see the Keser, Chochma, Bina, and then we see there's different combinations of how those work out, and so we see them over here really different Keser, and then Das, this is a middle line, and a right line, and a left line. Now in the Zohar that we're going to read, this is going to become important because we need to understand that this is really a flow chart of light. They're coming from an area which is a racial issue, the head, that is impossible to really know what's going on with it. But then it flows down eventually into lines like this. Right line, left line, middle line. And so we see that everything that goes on in the Torah has to do with this. In other places, what we've seen in the Sefer Tzniota and the Idris, is that there's a concept here which is called the maskala. The maskala is the balance scale. The world lives and exists, and our bodies too, ourselves, live as a result of balance. When the balance is attacked, and it's constantly the way the world is, the world that we live in, as Rabbi Yaakov Hillel said, that's 80% bad. So most things are pulling us away constantly from the balance. That's the balance scale. So here we're going to be talking about, we'll look at it just a little bit more closely. Let's take one over here, this one here, which is a little easier because they're so simple. These are, first of all, it gives you the concept that there are duplicates. To get to where we are in the universe, the Ein Sof Baruch Hu, which is nothing that we can understand. It's pure spirituality with no physicality at all, clothing himself into such a way that eventually he produces us, this world, Olam Asiyah. So here we have, this could be Abba, this could be Ima, but let's say what we're saying here is we're saying there are 10, depends on how you count it. Usually it's counted as Chochma, Bina, Das, Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferes, Netzach, Hod, Yesod. In this case, we also have Keser. Keser from Abba, Abba, same formation, basically. And here is Ima. Also, Ima is Bina. This is Abba, is Chochma, Bina is Bina. And these are all the spheros, and within each sephira, then there are 10 spheros. So that's the kind of idea we want to show here is that Chochma is Chesed, and then Bina, Gevurah, and Hod. This is called Chochma. This is called the line which is called Chachan. That's the right line. Chochma, Chesed, Netzach. This is the left line, which is called Bina, Gevurah, and Hod, Bagha. And this is the middle line, the line of balance. And this is what we're going to learn when we get to the Zohar. I think this is just going to be a little introduction we're going to have for our 5-minute Zohar. This is the first one. And then we'll read a little Zohar in the next one. Keser, Das, Tiferes, and Yesod. And then there's actually a Malchus down below. And that's what we want to talk about is the feminine quality here, Malchus. Everything flows into Malchus. That is the right line, the left line, and the middle line. Easier seen on this drawing, but because this is talking about a very high place, this is what we normally are dealing with. And you see the duplications of it everywhere. It's a lot to be going into there. Just a little background on where we're going in this Zohar.